name is Promila Kumar, and on behalf of Ekjut Theater, I welcome you all to this play, 12 Angry Jurors. This is Ekjut Theater's 9th year and 17th production. Before I go into the details of the play, just a few house rules for the play tonight. The play is in 3 acts and are almost about 90 minutes. There is no intermission. If you need to take a break, the restrooms are outside in the lobby, and you are free to bring in beverages if you need to. And of course, we would request that you silence your phones during the performance. A little bit about the play. Reginald Rose wrote a teleplay called 12 Angry Men in the 1950s. At that point of time, men were only part of the jury and women were not. But of course, since then, things have changed and now men and women are all part of the jury. This play got revised as 12 Angry Jurors to include both male and female in the story. The story was hugely popular. It was made into a movie. It has been translated into many languages and staged all across the world hundreds of times. In the American legal system, the judge's responsibility is to bring in the evidence and educate the jury for the law of. It is a responsibility of the jury to decipher the facts and in rendering a final decision. What is the timeline? The timeline is April 2023. City of Chicago, Cook County Court. A 19-year-old man has been accused of murdering his father by stabbing a knife into the chest. It's definitely a grave criminal case. Lawyers from both the sides have discussed it, and now the jury has to deliberate and come up to a decision. The play today, ladies and gentlemen, is about the discussion of the same, the deliberation of the jury to come up to a decision. Please enjoy the show, and yes, we have the judge of the case here to share some notes.
Murder in the first degree, premeditated homicide, is the most serious charge tried in our criminal courts. You have heard a long and complex case, ladies and gentlemen, and it is now your duty to sit down and try to separate the facts from the fancy. One man is dead, the life of another is at stake. If you have any reasonable doubt in your minds as to the guilt of the accused, then he must be pronounced not guilty. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt in your mind, then he must be pronounced guilty. Whichever way you decide, the decision has to be unanimous. I urge you, ladies and gentlemen, to deliberate honestly and thoughtfully. You are faced with a grave responsibility here. As you know, 12 heads is better than 1 head. Now, I would like the jurors to come one by one and introduce themselves. Thank you so much.
Juror number 12. I am a sales associate at a cosmetic company, also studying part-time to be paralegal.
Thank you. Juror number 11. I am an immigrant from Bangladesh and I got my citizenship status just 6 months ago.
Juror number 10, I am a clerk in a university.
Juror number 9, I am a retired school teacher.
Juror number 8, I'm a financial consultant in financial consulting services.
Juror number 7. I'm a sales associate at a retail company.
I'm juror number 6. I'm a homemaker and a part-time tutor.
Hello, I'm juror number 5. I'm an immigrant from South America and I work in construction.
Good evening. I'm juror number 4, and I'm a Chicago banker.
Juror number 3, pharmaceutical sales executive.
I'm juror number 2, and I work at the post office.
I'm juror number 1. I'm the manager of an assembly plant. I'm also designated as the foreman for this jury.
Mr. Foreman, sir, I'm going to open the door. This is your room, and you'll be deliberating here. If you need anything, just knock. And everyone, we have beverages and some snacks from the court. Here you are, sir.
Thank you so much.
Knock? I didn't know they locked the door.
Oh, goodness. It's so hot in here. I think that at least air condition this place. Oh, I almost dropped dead and cold. Oh my God. I need to use the restroom. Where's the restroom? Oh God. Can I please? I can just sit anywhere, right? I'll just pick a place. How did you like that whole story about the knife? Have you ever heard of Fonia's story? You can't expect that. I hope you know who you are dealing with. Yeah, I suppose. What's the matter? You got a cold? Oh, Lulu. Oh, these hot weather colds can kill you. Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take our seats. Your numbers are on the table.
Listen. Right. This better be fast. You know, I've got tickets to the 7-year itch tonight. I must be the only person in the whole world who hasn't seen it yet.
How about sitting down? Gentlemen at the window, how about sitting down?
I'm sorry.
Something figure, isn't it? A kid killing his father? Bam! Just like that? Well, it's the end. They let the kids run wild. Maybe it serves them right, I guess.
Is everybody here?
I think Lady's missing. She's inside.
Ah,
Yeah.
we'd like to get started.
Forgive me.
It's all right. Take a seat. Your number's on the table.
This is number 9. I'm here. Here.
All right. Looks like we've got everybody over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do it any way we want. I'm not sure to make any new rules. We could discuss first and then take a vote. Or vote now and see where we stand.
I think let's vote now. Who knows, we can all go home.
Yeah, so I mean, let's see who's where. I think we should vote now.
Yeah, let's vote now.
Is there anybody who doesn't want to vote?
We're going.
All right. Okay. How about a show of hands for those voting guilty?
Guilty? Sure.
9, 10, 11. 11 for the guilty. Not guilty. 1. Right. got 11 for 1 guilty. Now we know where we stand.
Somebody has got to take the left field, isn't it? So number 8, you think that he is not guilty?
I don't know.
I mean, I have not seen a guiltier man. I mean, we all were sitting in the same room and we almost heard all the same arguments. The man is a dangerous killer. I mean, you could see it on his face.
He's 19 years old.
But that's old enough. 19 years old is old enough. He stabbed his father 4 inches deep in the chest. And they have proved it in dozen different ways. Now, do you want me to list them to you?
No, thank you.
Number 8. Let me ask you something. Do you really believe his story?
I don't know if I believe it or not. Maybe I don't.
Then what did you vote not guilty for?
Well, there was 11 votes for guilty. It's not easy for me to raise my hand and send a boy off to die without even talking about it first.
Who says it's easy for me?
Well, no one.
Huh. Well, I think the boy is guilty. You can't change my mind, even if you spoke for 100 years.
And I don't want to change your mind. I just want to talk for a while. Look, this kid has been kicked around all his life. You know, living in slums? When he was 9 years old, his mother died. That's not very good kickstart. He's a tough, angry kid. You know why this kid get this way? Because we knock them each day, every day. I just think that we owe him a few words, that's all.
I don't mind telling you this, mister, that we don't owe him a thing. I mean, he got a fair trial, didn't he? Do you know how much a trial costs? It's lucky he got it. Take a look around the room. We're all grown-ups here. You are not going to tell us to believe him, knowing who he is. I have lived among them all my life. You cannot believe a word they say. You know that. You know that.
I don't know that. What a horrible thing for a person to believe. That, and when did dishonesty become a community characteristic? You don't have the monopoly on the truth.
Okay, we don't want a sermon here. It's not a Sunday, remember?
But what this woman says is very dangerous.
Look, I don't see a need for us to argue like this. Yeah? Let's behave like civilized people.
That's right.
And if we're going to discuss this case, let's look for facts.
That's a good point. We've got a job to do. Let's do it.
If you jurors don't mind, I'm going to close that window. That wind is blowing on my neck.
I may have an idea here, though I'm just thinking out loud, but it seems to me that it's up to us to convince this gentleman that he's wrong and we are right, right? You know, if each of us took a minute or two, we sort of try to emphasize. Yeah, that's right.
That's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
How about we go once around the table?
Let's start it off.
All right, number 2, I guess you're next.
Me? Okay. I think he's guilty. It was quite obvious, right? I mean, nobody proved otherwise anyways.
No one has to prove otherwise. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. Defendant doesn't have to open his mouth. And that's in the amendment, the 5th amendment. You heard about it.
Yeah. I heard of it. I know what it is. You don't have to tell me. I think he's guilty anyways. He's guilty. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's stick to facts here. Number 1, let's take the old man who lives on the 2nd floor of the same apartment building where the murder took place, underneath the apartment where actually the murder happened. 10 minutes past midnight, the old man said that he heard loud noises. He said that it sounded like a fight. A moment after that, he heard a thud. And after that, he saw the kid running down the stairs. Being a responsible citizen, he called the police. He called the police, and when the police came in, they saw a dead body with a knife 4 inches deep in the chest.
And the coroner fixed the time of death at midnight.
Exactly. Now, what else do you want?
I think the boy's story is very flimsy. He claimed he was at the movies that night. Now, I find that rather ridiculous considering he couldn't even remember the movies.
Did you hear that? What else do you want? You are very right, sir. Absolutely right.
No, wait a second. What about that woman who lives across the street? Right? I think if her testimony don't prove it, then nothing does.
That's right. She saw the killing, didn't she?
Let's go in order over here.
No, she's right. Wait a second, Mr. Foreman. Hold on. See, think about it. There is this woman who's lying in bed and she cannot sleep. I mean, it's pretty hard. She's tossing and turning. Suddenly, she looks outside the window. She sees this kid sticking a knife into his father. Let me remind you, she's known this kid all his life, right? And his window is right opposite hers across the entrance.
Here.
She proved it. I mean, she swore in the court. She saw him do it. Well, what else? What more do you want? She saw.
Well, through the window of passing elevated train.
Yeah. I'm not making this up. I mean, let me check my notes here. They proved it. That you can see through the windows of a passing L train, right, at night, and see what's happening on the other side. I'm not making this up. They proved it.
Well, I would like to ask you something.
Go ahead.
How come you believed her? She's one of them too, isn't she?
You number 8 are a pretty smart fellow. Aren't you?
Now take it easy back there.
Come on, relax. You cannot let him get on your nerves. Relax.
Let's calm down now. Number 5, your turn.
I will pass it.
That's your privilege, I guess. Number 6, you're next.
Well, I don't know really. I mean, I was starting to be convinced, and kind of sort of got convinced too. By those people from across the hall, the testimony that they gave, did they mention something about an argument between the father and the son? What was it, like 7 o'clock?
No, it was 8 o'clock, not 7.
That's right. It was 8 o'clock. They heard the father hit the boy twice and saw the boy walking angrily out of the house. What does that prove?
Well, it's 8 o'clock, and it isn't. I didn't say it proved anything. It was just. I'm just building a picture here. It's part of the picture, isn't it?
Is there anything else?
No.
All right. Number 7, you're up next.
I don't know. See, most of it has been said already. We can talk about this all day, but I think we're just wasting our time. Look at the kid's report. At 15, he was in reform school. He stole a car. He was picked up for knife fighting. And he was even arrested for mugging. Didn't they say they stabbed somebody in the arm?
Yeah.
Now this is a very fine fellow, isn't he? Fine fellow.
Fine fellow. Ever since he was 5 years old, his father used to beat him regularly. He used his fists.
So would I. A kid like that.
Yeah, it's just the kids, the way they are these days. I mean, I have a son. When he was just 8 years old, he got into a fight and he ran away from it. And I saw it, and I was so ashamed. I told him, I'm going to make a man out of you, or I'm going to bust you into pieces. Try. And that kid, when he turned 15, he hit me.
Oh,
He hit me. Rotten kids. It's just the way they are, you know. Anyway, let's get on with it.
I think we're missing the point here. This kid, let's say he's the product of a broken family and a filthy neighborhood. We can't have that. We're not here to discuss why slums are breeding around for criminals. They are. I know that. And so do you. Children who are from the slums are menaces to society.
They are, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. See, you said it right there, number 4. I don't want any part of them. Believe me. Oh.
Excuse me. I have lived in slums all my life.
Oh, number 5 now. Wait a second.
I have lived in slums. My backyards were filled with garbage. And maybe they smell on me.
Now let's be reasonable here. There's nothing personal.
It is something personal.
Oh, come on now. She doesn't mean you, fella. Let's not be so sensitive.
I can understand this sensitivity.
Come on. Let's stop bickering. We are wasting time. Number 8, your turn.
All right. I had a peculiar feeling about this case. Somehow, I felt that defense counsel never conducted a thorough cross-examination. I mean, he was appointed by the court to defend the boy, but he hardly seemed interested. There were so many questions which were unasked.
What about the ones that were asked, huh? For example, what about the cute little switch knife that your upright 19-year-old kid admitted buying?
What about that? Let's talk about it. Let's get it here and look at it. Mr. Foreman, I would like to see the knife.
Come on now, I mean, we all have seen the knife. I don't think that we should be wasting the jury's time here to get the knife. What do you think, sir?
I think the gentleman has a right to see evidence and evidence.
Okay then, fair enough. Let's get the knife.
Now, this knife is a pretty strong piece of evidence, don't you agree?
I do.
Right. And the boy admits to leaving his home at around 8 o'clock that evening after being slapped by his father.
Or punched.
Or punched, whatever. He then goes to a neighborhood store and buys a switch knife. The storekeeper was arrested the following morning when he admitted to having sold the knife to the boy. Now, it is a very unusual knife. The storekeeper said that was one of its only kind in stock when he identified it. Now, why did the boy buy that knife? For a gift for a friend, as he said?
Probably.
Next, he claims the knife must have fallen through a hole in his coat pocket on his way home. And he never saw it again. And there's a story for you people. You know what really happened? The boy took the knife home. Within a couple of hours after that, he stabbed his father with it. And he even remembered to wipe his fingerprints on it.
Mr. Porter, sir, did you want this?
Yes, this is exactly what I thought.
Good. Thank you. See this? Everyone connected with this knife has identified this. Now you're trying to tell me that someone picked it up off the street, took it to the boy's home, and stabbed his father with it just to be amusing?
No, I'm just saying that boy lost the knife that night. And someone else killed his father with a similar knife, and it is possible.
Look at this knife. It is a very strange knife. I've never seen one like this before in my life, and neither had the storekeeper. Aren't you trying to get us to accept a rather incredible coincidence?
I'm not trying anyone to accept this. I'm just saying that this is possible.
And I'm saying it's not possible.
Hey, it's just
absolutely nothing. You have proved absolutely nothing. I mean, there could be 100 times like that. So what?
Exactly, there could be.
The boy lied and you know it.
He may have lied. What do you think, number 10?
It's a stupid question. Sure he lied.
What about number 4?
You don't have to ask me that question. You know my answer. Of course he lied.
Number 5, what do you think?
I don't know.
Now wait a minute. Who do you think you are? The guy's lawyer? See, there are still 11 of us who think that the boy is guilty. You are alone. What are you going to accomplish? If you want to be stubborn and hang this jury, go ahead. The boy is going to be tried again and found guilty, sure as he's born.
Yes.
You're probably right.
So what are you going to do about it? We can be here all night.
It's only one night. A man may die.
And whose fault would that be, if not the kid's own, huh? Whose fault is that?
All right. I mean, can we, I don't know. Can we cast another vote?
But I think we are missing the point. That is not the point, perhaps.
Number 5, you want to say something?
I think we should, the is number down, we should cast another vote maybe.
How? Did anyone force him to kill him?
I don't think so anyone force anyone.
No, like, we can spend all night here like this.
Force him to kill.
I want to say something.
No, Agnes, there are better things to do than sit in a jury room.
Can't understand a word in here.
Maybe Queen.
Why do we all have to speak at
That's
once?
right. I think we ought to get on with it.
So what do you say, number 8? Are you not the one who is holding up the show here?
All right. I have a proposition to make. I want to call for a vote. I want 11 jurors to vote by secret ballot, and I will abstain. If there are still 11 votes for guilty, I won't stand alone. I will take the guilty verdict right in.
That's
do it.
fair.
Let's do it.
That's fair. Does anybody object? All right. Pick one and pass the rest along.
Thank you. There you go.
All right. Guilty. 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 Not guilty. Guilty.
Who was it? Who was it? How'd you like that? I think we should find out who was it. Excuse me, this was a secret ballot, no? We all agreed. Now if the juror wants it to remain a secret, then we must honor it.
What do you mean? I mean, there are no secrets in here, and I think I know who that person is. You, number 5, you come in here, you vote guilty, and then all of a sudden, because of the slick preacher coming in here and sharing all these stories about how a kid could not help
Yeah. Let's stick to the subject.
I want to ask you, what made you change your vote?
He has nothing to tell you. He did not change his vote. I did. And you, Mr. Three, would you like to know why?
No. I don't want to know.
The woman wants to talk.
Thank you, Foreman. This man chose to stand alone against all of us. That's his right. You know, it takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something strongly. He left the verdict to us and gathered the support. I gave him that support because I want to hear more from him. The vote is 10-2.
That's fine. However, if the speech is over, can we go on?
Look at number 5. I got just a little excited, since competition. Nothing nasty, okay? I didn't mean to be nasty or something, nothing personal. Sorry.
Now, supposing you tell me this. If the boy didn't kill his father, who did?
Well, as far as I know, we are concerned about who actually killed the father. We are not concerned about anyone else's motive here.
Guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Now, that is a very important thing to remember.
Oh yeah, why not? Everybody seems to be a lawyer here. Supposing you would like to explain what you mean by reasonable doubt here?
You know, it's not easy. As of now, it's a feeling I have. It's a feeling. A feeling? Yes, a feeling.
So help me understand. What are we going to do here now? Spend the entire night talking about your feelings? I think we should stick to facts.
Number 9. Agreed. And this lady already said a mouthful. Look, listen to me, lady. The old man said that he heard the kid shout, "I'm going to kill you!" A moment after that, he heard the thud of a body. And 20 seconds after that, the old man saw the kid running down the stairs and out of the apartment building.
That's right. And let's not forget the woman across the street. She looked into the open window and she saw the boy stab his father.
Exactly.
She did. Number 8. That's not enough for you. Yeah?
No, that's not enough for me.
How do you like this guy?
No, I don't.
It's like talking into a dead phone.
Equal. The woman saw the killing through the windows of a moving airplane. The train had 5 cars, and she saw it through the last 2. Bear in mind, she does remember the most insignificant details.
Did you hear what he said?
I did.
What do you have to say about that, huh?
I don't know. It
Then
doesn't
I
sound
guess
right to
think
me.
about it. Yeah, who forgot? I don't know. Think about it. Number 12, what are you doing here? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, let's play a game of tic-tac-toe. Here you go.
Yeah.
Might as well pass time here.
This isn't a game.
What the hell? Who the hell you are?
Take it easy now.
I'm in a good mood to just go across the line and burn you one.
Now please, I don't want any fights in here.
Did you see the absolute audacity? How dare you? How dare you?
Excuse me, sit down.
Forget it.
This is not a game.
Yes.
Don't mean it.
This is not a game.
Yes.
Calm down.
Please sit down.
What has that got to do with anything?
Take a guess. Anna.
I don't know. I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
Number 5, what do you think?
10 to 12 seconds maybe?
That's a fair guess. Anyone else?
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I would say 10 seconds perhaps.
8 to 10 seconds.
Right.
10 seconds. I think.
All right.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. What are you trying to get at?
This. Now, L takes 10 seconds to pass a given point. But that given point is a window of the place where the murder took place. You can almost reach out and touch the L train. Now let me ask you one thing. Did any one of you in this room live next to the L train?
No.
I have. Once the window is open and train passes by, the noise is almost unbearable that you cannot hear yourself. Think.
Okay. You can't hear yourself, friend. And
Now
what's your point?
let's get to point. And I'm going to connect some dots here. The old man heard boy saying, I am going to kill you. A split second later, he heard the body fall. That is according to his testimony, right?
Yes.
Yes, story.
The woman across the street looked through the last 2 cars of the L train and saw the body fall. Is that right?
Yes,
that's
right.
You know, but I'm still really confused. What are you trying to give us here?
We are going to do some maths.
Oh, that's
The L takes 10 seconds to pass a given point, which means 2 seconds per car, which further means L had been going at least for 6 seconds or even more from the old man's window before the body fall. And that is according to woman's testimony. Which further means, guess what? Which further means that old man had to hear that, I'm going to kill you, while the front of the L train was roaring past his nose. He could not hear anything.
What do you mean he could not hear? He said that he heard.
Could he?
Why not? The old man said that he heard the kid yell that. And that's enough for me.
He could not have heard that, not with the
Yeah.
passing by.
I mean, with the L noise, I mean, it's possible he didn't hear it. It's possible.
What's wrong with you people? Are you saying that the old man lied under oath? Are you saying that?
He had probably listened to sound.
Oh, come on now. Are you crazy? Why would the old man lie? I mean, what has he got to gain out of it?
Why might the old man
Attention?
have lied?
Maybe.
What's that? What did you
He
say?
lied for attention?
Attention! Well, you keep coming up with ideas like this. Why don't you start writing adult non-fiction? You will earn enough fortune to buy yourself a donut.
Why can the old man have lied?
Attention!
You have right to be heard.
You see, when that old man was at the witness stand, I had a hard look at him. The seam of his jacket was ripped under his arm.
Right?
Did you notice it?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
No, this was an old, frightened, insignificant man. I think I understand him better than any one of you even. You know, people, when you're so insignificant, when you are so old and you've achieved nothing in your life, you want to have the recognition. This old man was a frightened old man, 75 years old, on this earth, and never had any recognition. He never had his name even printed once in the newspapers. This man had the need to be heard, to be listened to be quoted, just once in his life. You know, that was important to him.
So you're trying to tell us you lied about a thing like this?
ran down and after he heard the thud of the body fall. Maybe that was all. He believed that he heard that.
No. This is the most fantastic and the most disgusting story I've ever heard. I mean, how do you know what he thinks? I mean, how can you make up things like this? Disgusting.
I know that very well. I speak from experience.
Is there anything else?
Anyone want a cough drop?
No. Come on, let's get on with it.
I will take one.
I'll take one. Thank you. So, I want to point out one more thing here. I believe we have proved that the old man could not hear boys saying, I am going to kill you. But supposing he did hear that, this phrase, I am going to kill you, is so common that we use every single day. If you do one more time, Junior, I'm going to kill you. Come on, Rocky, kill them. That is such a common phrase. That doesn't mean we will kill anyone.
Wait a minute. The phrase was, I am going to kill you, and the accused shouted it on top of his lungs. So don't try to tell me that he didn't mean it. He bloody well meant it. Whenever somebody says something like that, he means it.
And how they mean it.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this then. Do you really think boy would say something like that so the entire neighborhood could hear it? I don't think so. He's too smart for that.
Smart? Did you say smart? He's a common, ignorant slob. You don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
Are you sure?
Yes, I would like to take my vote.
Not guilty. The vote is 9 to 3 in terms of guilty.
Well, if that isn't the end now, what are you basing it on? Stories this guy's telling? He ought to write for the American Detective Monthly. He'll make a fortune. Listen, the kid had a lawyer, didn't he? Why didn't his lawyer bring up all these points?
But lawyers don't know everything.
Oh, brother. You smart fellow, you sit in here and pull stories out of thin air. Now you want us to believe that the old man did not actually get out of his bed, run to the door, and see the kid beaten downstairs 15 seconds after the killing? He's only saying this to be important.
Wait. Did you just say old man ran to the door?
Ran what? What difference does it make? He got there.
I don't remember he running to the door. No one ran to the door.
Oh, well. He said he went from his bedroom to the door, the front door. That's enough, isn't it?
Where was his bedroom again?
Inside the apartment.
In the hall somewhere. Oh, I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
No, Mr. Foreman, I would like to see the diagram of the apartment one more time.
Why don't you have them run the trial all over again so
Mr.
that you
Bowman,
can get
please.
things straight?
I heard you.
Alright, what's this for? I mean, how come you are the only person here who wants to take a look at everything all the time?
I want to see that.
And I want to stop the wasting time of the jurors here.
Oh my God. If we going to start wading through all this nonsense about where the body was found,
Absolutely.
where are we going with this? We are. Okay.
Is this what you wanted?
This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
May I?
Hey, buddy, do me a favor. Just wake me up when this is all over.
Go take a nap. This is going to take long. Go take a nap.
All right. Everyone, please give me attention. This is the apartment in which killings took place. The old man's apartment is exactly beneath it and exactly the same. And these are the L train. This is the bedroom. This is the living room, this is kitchen, this is bathroom. And this is the hallway. And now, this is the front door of the apartment and these are the stairs. Now the old man was in his bedroom. He said that he got up and all the way walked to the hall and to the front door and opened the front door and just inside to see the guy running down. All in 15 seconds. Do you think this is possible?
The old man said it was 20 seconds.
He said it was 15.
He said 15. I'm positive about it. He has said 15.
Guys,
Oh, he's an old man. I mean,
everyone, listen to me. Here, the next, this is the bedroom, right? And this bed was right next to the window. The bedroom and the length of the door is 12 feet. The hall's length is 43 feet and 6 inches. Now, old man had to get up, get his canes, walk 12 feet, open the door, and walk 43 feet and 6 inches, everything in 15 seconds. Do you think it is possible?
No, I bet you know it's possible. He can only walk very slowly. They even had to help him in the witness chair.
well, you are making it sound like a long walk. It was not.
For an old man who walks with 2 canes, that was a very long walk.
What are you trying to do, number 8?
I'm going to try this. Let's see how long it took him. I'm going to pace up 12 feet, which is the length of the bedroom door.
Come on now, you cannot reproduce something like this.
That is you. Yeah, this is a very important point. Perhaps if we can see it.
Yeah, let him do it, let him do it.
Can you pass me chair number 12?
Of course.
Wait. Yeah.
Hurry up, you don't have time. Alright, so this is going to be a bedroom door. I'm going to walk till the end. What do you think how far it is?
Think, wait, around 20 feet?
20 feet. Anyone else?
Just about.
Yeah, fair. 20 feet.
Just about there.
Fair guess. So going to the end and coming back, it is 40 feet, which is less than the length of actual hall, which is 40 feet and 6 inches.
Yes, definitely.
Isn't that
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct.
This is absolutely insane. What makes you think you can recreate something like that?
Do you mind if I try this? According to you, it is only going to take 15 seconds and we can spare that. Now, who's got the watch with second hand?
I have.
You have? Good. Okay. When you want me to start, stamp your foot. That is going to be the body fall. Time me from there. Let's say old man keeps his canes next to the bed. Alright. I'm ready.
Speed it up. Walk twice as fast as that.
This is even more quickly than what he walked in the courtroom.
If you want me to walk faster, I will walk faster.
Yes,
No,
please
no.
walk faster.
You should walk like he did.
Door, unlock, open, look, stop. What's the time?
15, 20, 31 seconds?
31 seconds.
31 seconds. It's my guess. The old man was trying to reach out to the front door. He heard someone running down the stairs and he assumed that it was the boy.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Assumed? You think that old man assumed? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen all kinds of dishonesties in my days, okay? But this little display here takes the cake. Tell him something, will you? Tell him something. I mean, you come in here with all your heart-wrenching stories about how the kids face injustice in this country, and some of these old ladies here are listening to you. Well, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them, and I'm sick of it. And what's wrong with you? I mean, how can we let somebody slip through our fingers here? The man's a killer. We can't let him slip through our fingers.
Our finger? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you would like to pull the switch.
Well, for this kid, yes, I bet I will.
I'm sorry for you.
Don't get started with me.
What it must feel like to want to pull the switch. Shut up. You're sadist. Shut up! You want to see this guy die because you personally want it, not because of the fact.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm going to kill you! Let go of me! Let go of me! Let go of me! I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!
You don't really mean you will kill him. Or did you?
What's the noise? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine over here. You can take this. Thank you.
What is your spectacular? Why are you looking at me?
All right, settle down, everybody. There's no reason we have to behave like children.
I agree with you. We have a responsibility. You know, this is the remarkable thing about democracy, that we are notified by mail to come here and decide on the guilt or innocence of a person we have not met before. We have nothing to lose by this verdict, but that is why we are strong. We should not make this a personal thing.
Consider. Well, we have reached nowhere. We still have. Anybody has got an idea?
You know, Mr. Foreman, I'm going to ask for another vote, please.
Oh, another one? All right, let's do it.
Does anybody object?
Well, okay. Okay. I want an open ballot this time. I want us to call out our votes. I want to see who stands where.
That's fair. Anyone object?
No.
All right, I'll call off your juror numbers. And you vote guilty, not guilty. I vote guilty. Number 2.
Not guilty.
Number 3.
Guilty.
Number 4.
Guilty.
Number 5.
Not guilty.
6.
Not guilty.
7.
Guilty.
8.
Not guilty.
9.
Not guilty.
10.
Of course, guilty.
11.
Not guilty.
12.
Guilty.
6 to 6.
Okay. I am ready to go to the judge and to declare that we are a hung jury. There is absolutely no point in continuing like this.
I totally support
Yes.
you. Let the kid go to the judge.
The
and
vote
take
is
his
6 to
chances.
6.
Yeah, let the kid go to the judge and take his chances with
Yes.
the jurors.
But isn't there reasonable enough doubt right now?
No, I don't have any reasonable doubt. I beg your pardon. Maybe you don't understand the meaning of the term reasonable doubt. I don't understand. This lady, she comes here running for her life. And before she can even take a big breath, she's telling us how to run the show. The arrogance of her.
Wait a minute. No one is asking you where you came from.
See, mister, I was born right here.
Or where your father came from. We are all here to do a duty. We are all came running here to listen to all these people and make a wise decision. No one is perfect here.
Thank you, number 5, which is okay. I'm used to all this.
No, it is not okay.
It's okay. I apologize.
Yes, that is exactly what I got.
Come on, let's stop arguing. Who's got something constructive to say here?
Something's been bothering me.
Excuse me, you can't smoke in here.
Did I like this?
All right, okay.
apart from this, something else is bothering me as well. You know, the downward angle of the hip. I don't buy that.
Oh, come on now. Don't get started on that again. I mean, we have gone over it again and again in the court already.
I know. But it doesn't sound right. Father is 6'2", and the son is 5'8". That's the difference of 6 inches, right? I mean, how can somebody, it just, it's not right. It's not right.
Look, you won't be convinced until and unless I show it to you. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. Someone please come up here.
Not from the audience.
Stop.
Demetra, do you want to come up here?
Of course.
Is this 6 inches?
Little less than 6 inches.
Okay. How about now?
Perfect.
Good. Good. Number 2, see this, because I'm not going to do this again, okay?
That's not funny.
Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Are you hurt, number?
No. No one is hurt.
Good. 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 So number 2, here is your angle. Down and in. Down and in. This is exactly how I'm going to murder a person who is taller than me. And this is exactly how it was done. Now, take a look at this and tell me that I'm wrong.
Down and in. Yeah, I mean, that could be possible, right?
Have you stabbed a man?
Of course not. Stupid question.
Have you?
Let's not be silly.
Have you?
No.
From where do you get all this information, how it is being done?
Common sense.
Have you ever seen man stabbed?
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me that knife. Give me that knife.
Have you seen a knife fighting?
Yes, I've seen love knife fighting.
In the movies?
No. No, not in the movies. In the backyards. On the stoop. In the vacant lots across the street. Too many of them. The place where I came from, knife fights were very common. And I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Maybe you tend to forget such things. Well, anyone who has experience with fish knife would never use it like this, over. It will be always used underhanded.
Which means this kind of attack would not kill his father.
Yes. Anyone who has experience with fish knives would never kill on the upward side.
Oh, come on now, I can't believe this.
Number 2, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't believe that either. You're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo.
Number 7, I want to ask you, what do you think?
I'll tell you something. I'm getting a little sick of this already. We are getting nowhere fast. Let's break it up and go home. I'm changing my vote to not guilty.
You are what?
You heard me. I've had enough.
Oh, come on now. This is not an answer.
And you are right. For once I agree with you. This is not an answer. What kind of a person are you? You have sat here and voted
I guess there's another vote called for. The quickest way to do this is a show of hands. How about those voting not guilty? Raise their hands. Nine. Those voting guilty. 3. The vote is 9-3 in favor of an acquittal.
I don't understand you people. How can you believe that the kid is innocent? You know how these people are. I don't have to tell you that. You all know what the truth is. Let me tell you, they don't need any real big reason to kill someone either. You know, right? They drink, and the next thing you know, someone is lying in the gutter. I mean, that's how these people are. You know what I mean? Nobody's blaming them. That's just how they are. Violent. Violent. I mean, human lives don't matter to them as much as they matter to us. Simple. Where are you going? Hey, where are you going? I mean, these people don't care. Oh, sure, there are some good things about them too. And let me tell you, I'll be the first one to talk about that. I myself have known a few decent ones, you know, but that's just an exception. They can do anything. You can trust them. They can do anything. Where is everyone going? Hey! Hey, where are you guys going? I'm talking my piece here. You listen to me. Number 3, tell them they're no good. This is not one of them who's any good. Why are you not listening to me? Where are you standing there? Tell them they are no good people. Watch out. Tell them. You know that, right? This kid on trial, these people, this community that they belong to. They are no good. You know that. You know that.
I've had enough of you. One more word out of your mouth, and I'm going to split your skull. All right. Sit down, everybody. Come on. Take your seats. And you too. I really do think that the boy is guilty. And let me tell you why. The most damning piece of evidence is from the woman across the street, who claimed to actually have seen the murder being committed.
That's right. That's right. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony.
All right. Then let's talk about it. What exactly did she say?
Well, I believe I can recount it accurately. She said she went to bed around 11 o'clock that evening. Her bed was right next to an open window, and while lying down, she could look directly into the window across the street. Now, she tossed and turned for about an hour, unable to sleep, and finally, when she turned towards the window and looked out of it, she actually saw the boy stab his father. As far as I can see, that's unshakable testimony.
That's exactly right. And that's the whole case.
And frankly, I can't see how you all can vote for an acquittal in this case.
What time is it?
It is 10 to 6.
You think they will let us go home? You know, I have a kid with mumps, and it's so late. You think we can continue in the morning?
Not a chance. Not a chance. until we finish this.
Hey, pardon me, but can't you see that clock without your glasses?
What kind of question is that? Obviously I can.
I mean, just, humor me. But when you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to know what time it is, what do you do?
Wow, what a question. I guess I put on my glasses to see the clock.
Well, I did say humor me. But didn't the woman who lived across, wasn't she the one who also wore glasses?
Wait a minute. Was she wearing glasses at all? I
Yes,
don't remember.
of course she did. I remember very clearly. She wore bifocals, they were very strong. Bifocals. And I can see so here. She never really took them off, while she was at the court.
Yeah, and so she wouldn't be wearing those glasses now, would she? When she was in bed?
Oh, wait a minute. She did wear glasses. Funny, I never thought of it.
So now listen, this is for sure she was not wearing glasses in the bed. Now according to her testimony, in the middle of her turning and tossing, she turned casually outside the window and looked when murder was taking place. Now, the split second later the light went. She could not have time to wear her glasses. Although she honestly thought she saw the boy killing his father. But I would say she only saw a blur.
What do you mean? How do you know what she saw? How does he know it? How do you know?
Do you really think there's not a reasonable doubt now? Number 10, what do you think now?
No.
Anyone else?
No.
You're alone, number 3.
Well, I still think that he's guilty. The boy is guilty.
That's your right to think.
Well, yeah, the boy is guilty, and I am entitled to my opinion.
You are. We need to hear your arguments.
I gave you all my arguments. What else do you want?
We are not convinced. We have time to hear them again.
Come on now, come on. What's wrong with you? You have been giving all the arguments. You have been holding the fort for all of us. You cannot take a U-turn now. The kid will be moving off freely. We can't let that happen. Please stay with me. Please stay with me.
I'm really sorry. I do have reason to doubt them.
We are waiting.
Look, you cannot intimidate me. I'm entitled to my opinion, and I'm saying that the boy is guilty. And it's going to be a hung jury. It's going to be a hung jury. I'm not changing my vote. The boy is guilty. I'm not changing my vote. I'm going to sit here, and I'm not going to change my vote.
There's nothing else we can do about that, except hope that some night, maybe in a few months, you will get some sleep.
You are all alone, number 3.
It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
Can you open the door? We're done here.
Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
The jury has reached a unanimous decision. Right here. This is the unanimous decision. All of us. And the vote is? Not guilty.
She's also a writer, a poet. Ekjut Theater has had privilege of staging many of her stories, on a stage. Ekjut Theater, as you know, is a platform for anyone who is interested in the arts and performance. And that's what we say. Age has no barrier. You be a scientist, you be a doctor, you could be in any profession. If you have a hobby and an interest, that can always come through. Please welcome Bakul Banerjee to the audience.
I really enjoyed the display. I hope many of you have been to jury duties. Show me a hand, how many of you have been to jury duty? So you know how it goes. When I came to this country about 25 years ago, I saw the black and white version of Sidney Lumet's 12 Angry Men movie. And it had a great impact on me at that time. But I didn't really understand everything about it. I took it as a face value. Okay, this is how it goes. People are like that. They come to the right decision. But that's not exactly what happens. We are all different. But some of us, we all bring to the jury box our biases, our explicit and implicit biases, and our experiences. So, I would just like to ask all of you to, as you go home on your way back, take a pause and think about how we bring our experiences to the real world, how we define our values and judge others. I know most of you do your best, but I think we need to take a deeper inquiry into our thoughts, and particularly because to the Indian diaspora in this country, our situation is much more complex than the one we saw in the play. With that, I would like to thank Pramila and Ekjut Theater to bring such a wonderful and thoughtful work to stage. Every so often, however, every year you do it, right? Yeah? Twice a year. I can come to only one of them.
Again, to do the honors, the cast has worked almost 12 weeks practicing, so I think a big round of applause to the team. May I invite number 1 foreman R.D. Nigam. Number 2, Jasraj Singh, he also played the part of the judge. Number 3, Rahul Vaidya. Number 4, Jay Karikola. Number 5, Vikram Vyavahare. Number 6, Jyoti Rao. Number 7, Preeti Raj. Number 8, who changed the table, Vikram Anand. Number 9, Loni Sharma. Number 10, Bindu Padhani. Number 11, Shraddha Vashne. Number 12, Neha Mishra. As much as the work which you have seen on stage, a lot of work goes on behind the stage. So may I please request Jayashree and Souvik also to come on the stage. Souvik Datta, who has helped us with the audio and lights for this play. Jayashree Nagaraj for all of the stage setup and all of the background.
We got one more. Pramila, we got one more.
And this is for a producer, director, Pramila Kumar.
It is so wonderful. Here you go, Pramila.
So again, as I said, a very big thank you. We hope to see you again. in the fall of this year for a comedy play in Hindi language. Once again, many thanks for joining. A big round of applause for the cast and crew. We have one more show tomorrow at Ekjut Theater, Chicago at 7 o'clock. So if you'd like to, please share with your friends. We have one more round coming up tomorrow. Thank you.
Actually, we got one big person to thank for. So just give us a second. 1 second. One medal is not good enough. So this is for our fearless director.